Hello guys! How are you all doing today? I hope you're all doing pretty good today. And as you can tell from my voice, I'm feeling so much better. My voice is back, man, which is pretty good. I feel so much better. And also, as you can see from the video, we've got some more of the new update, the cards gameplay. And it is against the almighty SJB himself, Superjombombo. So as you can see, well, actually, this is when we both got the pretty much first few games we had when we got the pre-release. So apologies again for the quality of this because it is pretty poor. Because I was having trouble recording from iPhone because we had to use iOS for the pre-release, and so it doesn't look very good. But I've tried my best to make it a bit better, so hopefully it's okay. So yeah, as I was saying, these were pretty much the first games we had, so it was pretty much the default deck you get. I think we both added a few things in. We both added a few cards, so it's not fully the default deck. So I'm just going to go through a few of the strategies. It's not actually been released for Android as of me editing this video, because I wanted to I wanted to record it on my Android, so it was a bit better quality and record some new games. But unfortunately, the update hasn't come out as of yet, so I'm using some footage that I did record when we had the pre-release. So hopefully tomorrow, hopefully it'll be out on Android and the quality will be much better. And I'm going to try and test some farm strategies as well, and see how that goes. So look forward to that tomorrow. Let me know how you guys are enjoying the cards, if you've got it, if you've had the update yet. I know I also got it already. iPhones, iPads, you should have it. So let me know how you're liking it. If you've been testing with some decks. So there you go. So that is pretty decent card. The Camo Regrow Zebras. I think that is on the other end of Sabotage Supply Lines. So you can actually catch some people off guard. SJB had the Bloons in his deck. Also, he has got the Wizard, Lightning Wizard, and the triple dart. So it's not going to trouble him, but you could trouble people. So it's quite a decent card to have. And if you can make somebody boost as well prior to them using that, then you could use that as a secondary rush card. That's actually the other end of a Blade Maelstrom, of a Maelstrom on the tack shooter. So we sent him some Camo Region Leads there, but that's not going to trouble him because he's got the Wizard and then he's got a Bloons behind it. Yep, there he goes, he's okay with that. So as you can see, this is pretty much the default deck and it's not the best. I put a Super Monkey Fan Club in. And also you can see at the other end, so I sent him a mob there, at the other end of the 4th tier cannon, there's you can sell 12 Regrow Rainbows, so that's quite a nice card as well to send. And to be honest, on this card you can make your opponent use their boosts pretty early. It all depends on, and especially if they've got a bad starting deck, you can make them group with grouped Bloons sometimes. So there we go. So we're sending him a Regrow Rainbow Rush now. There you go, so 12 Regrow Rainbows, so you'll have to boost that. And he defended that okay. We probably should have sent that a bit later, laid it in with the natural zebras. So I've got the Juggernaut in my deck, which I find pretty good. And that helps out when the natural ceramics start coming out as well. So we've got other end of our Moab Mauler, you can send a Moab. Other end of the Super Monkey Fan Club, you can send 3 BFBs, which is pretty good rush. Bear in mind that these are obviously all out rushes, so your eco is going to be gone, your eco is going to be drained after those. So this Moab, so there he goes, he's got a Spectre. Also, the Spectre is a 4-0, so the Spectre cannot see camo balloons, so bear that in mind if that's what you're planning for. And I think at this point we start saving up for the to send him BFBs, but we've got naturals. Oh no, so he sent me BFBs, so I think I counter rush him now, so he sold something for that as well, so he's only got a Bloon Jitsu and a Wizard, so we sent him some Camo Regrow Zebras mixed in, layered with the AI Zebras, which do end up taking him down. He had used all 3 of his boosts there, so that was a pretty decent counter rush by us. And also you can see there we've got a good game emote, long awaited good game emotes, man. So we have him a rematch right now, so yeah, it is quite fun actually. I'm looking forward to I think play with fire would be pretty good on the cards, because then you have to bear in mind the rushes that you send, you're going to get back to you. The only thing with that is you get double eco, so you're going to have quite a lot of money, so a lot of the time it will go late game if you get matched against a decent player. Mega boosts I don't think would be viable, because you could because you basically just buy the tiers you want and then you could upgrade, so people would just be taking, you'd only need to take 2nd and 3rd tier cards really that are really cheap, so I don't think mega boosts would be viable. Speed could be okay, but I mean the only thing that adds is you could send the Bloon the cards earlier, so that is a pretty good card as well. The pinks, I think it sends 50 spaced pinks, and you can do that on round 3. I think you can send your cards, I think it's 1 round earlier for the majority of cards. Majority of Bloons you can send them 1 round, so for example Leads I think you can send round 9. So that's also something to bear in mind. That Wizard that he's got is not camo, cat pop camo, so he we've got a Camo Regrow Lead card, which is at the other side of the reactor. We've got a decent reactor spot on this map, so that is a good card to, if you get a map like this, a good card to quickly add in. It's going to hold off until ceramics, the natural ceramics come out, or until your opponent starts sending you BFBs, Moabs, oh my gods. But you need to have a tower in your deck, which is going to help out for those. The good thing about it as well is you're not restricted to just 4 towers per game. You can actually have pretty much, you can have 15 cards in your deck, so you can have loads, so there's quite a strong chance that you're going to go late game on a lot of these games. If you can defend the early rushes and your opponent doesn't all out you with BFBs, oh my gods, then there's a strong chance you're going to go late game, especially if you bring towers like, I mean the Temple you could bring, but the bear in mind the Temple is 4-2 upgrade, so it has got the range, so when you place it, it will sacrifice everything in its range, so it's going to be, you're going to be able to fit less temples on the screen. I think, to be honest, the Ray of Doom is going to be one of the best cards, because since it's been buffed, it is pretty awesome against all the oh my gods and everything like that. So that paired with sabotage supply lines, a few maybe an insta kill or 2, like a ground 0 you could have, even some Hydra rockets. At the moment the Ray of Doom is super cheap as well. They do plan on nerfing it, I think, because I think it's only 30,000, whereas the upgrade in game is what, 60,000 or something. So we boosted him some pinks there, don't know why, and we sent him some zebras, and he's got natural zebras coming out as well, so this could make him boost. I think it does. No, it doesn't. So again, sorry for the quality of this, because we was recording on an iPhone 4S. It is pretty appalling quality, unfortunately. So that was why I was hoping that that's why I didn't use this yesterday, this footage, just because of how bad it is. And I was hoping, like I said, hoping that the Android update would come out early so I could record a video today to get that done for you guys. But I mean, this is pretty cool that we're facing SJB here. So we're getting fairly late. We're up to round 19 now. I mean, he has got quite limited lead popping power. If we could sneak some of them through, and he did have to boost there. We've got the reactor, but next round we've got natural ceramics coming out, so we're going to be in a world of trouble, to be honest. And we're just basically trying to rush him at the minute. He's got Bloons Jitsu, which is a pretty OP on the cards game mode. And as you can see, we're just trying to rush him. We're getting a Moab Mauler to try and take out the ceramics, and we'll put it in a terrible position though. But yeah, we should be getting that. There we go. So we've got a cluster bomb as well, because the cluster bombs are quite good against ceramics. But as you can see, he's sending me as, oh my god. So yeah, I have literally got no chance of defending that. Absolutely no chance. You've also got to, and I think we died to these ceramics, but you've got to rely on the cards. You've got to hand as well. It's all about depending on the level you get to. Save cards that could come in useful. For example, I've got Super Monkey Fan Club in my deck, so if I'd have been building triple darts throughout the game, because I was going quite offensive there, that messed me up a bit. But if you get to, for example, round 18 and you get a Super Monkey Fan Club come up in your deck, save it, because it could come in useful if they do rush you. You could sell a few things, get it if you've not got enough money, and get it up. And also save something like a Ground Zero, which so say if he'd sent me that, oh my god, I'd already had 7 or 8 triple darts built to defend everything, and then he sent me these, oh my god, I could have built a Super Monkey Fan Club, used that, and then sold it after I'd finished with it, and built a Ground Zero, because the Ground Zero is only 10k, and I think the Super Monkey Fan Club's 7.5k, so I would have got 20% less, so 7.5 20% less of 7.5k is what, 6,000, so I would have got 6,000 back for the Super Monkey Fan Club selling it, and I would have been 4k short of the Ground Zero. I mean, I would have had to rely on other defense as well, because the Super Monkey Fan Club and one Ground Zero wouldn't defend, so oh my god, fully. Maybe if I timed the boost right on it, could have done. But yeah, it's all about what cards you dealt at specific points as well. So this was a game we had on Ice Flow. So all these games I think I was using the same deck. Unfortunately, it's not the best deck. I have since adapted it quite a bit. It seems to be working out pretty well, but over the coming days I'm going to be testing out various strategies, various decks. I think the video I did yesterday with Bruno, where I played Bruno and Lockie, that was after this. I played those games after this one, so that is a deck that I adapted as I was playing this game mode over the few days we had it for pre-release. So that's more of the up-to-date deck if you want to go check that video out that I uploaded yesterday, and that also goes into a lot more detail about the update, so go check that out, guys. So he's put his wizard quite at the back there, but he has got the lightning, so it did manage to pop the leads, so his sentry guns and his triple dart could take out the blacks and everything else inside. I think SJB was testing out a few decks, because at some point you will, at the defining moment in this game, you will see a tower that he brings out. which is quite a good tower actually, quite a good tower to have, and I think it's got quite an offensive balloon on the other side of it, but you will see that shortly. We have got the reactor in our deck, which I think we do bring out. And also, like I was saying yesterday, you can pre-prepare 3 decks. So you can do that in the lobby, or you can do that in the game menu. And when you've got 3, so for example, you can have one set up for a map where you've got quite a bit of water. So you'd have maybe airburst darts as well as a reactor. I don't think there is a first strike card currently. I don't recall seeing that. I'll have to check that. That would be quite good, a first strike card. So yeah, you can set up 3 decks that you can have prepared, and then when you get into the game mode and you see which map it is, you can switch between the 3. You can also, if you've got one that you do want to use but you want to amend it slightly, like for example just to change one thing, you can do that in the game lobby, but bear in mind you've only got 30 seconds to do so. So we sent him some regrow rainbows. I think he will be fine with that. It did boost though, but I think he probably would have defended it. It might have been a panic boost. Also, head over to SJB's channel to see a few more games that we played. He uploaded some yesterday against me. They're different games to these ones as well, because we did have quite a few games, which is pretty sweet. But I think this video is coming to clip is coming to an end. So when it does, I will leave the video there. I'll finish the video, and tomorrow I should have some better quality video, and testing a few decks and things like that. So let me know what you want to see with these new cards. Yeah, and I will see you tomorrow.